350 students from Spring Lake Park High School got the opportunity to have a Q&A with Minnesota's top official this week. Governor Mark Dayton spent about 45 minutes taking questions from the students. The questions covered topics from transportation and education policy to selfie requests. The event was arranged with the help of junior Amira Red, who has been able to call Dayton her mentor since they first met when she was in 8th grade. Amira, at the suggestion of her teacher, Darren Olmscheid, invited the governor to come to her school.
She stopped after class and said, I've actually talked to Governor Dayton before. And I said, well, could we do it again? And she said, I actually have his email. So I said, throw it out there and see what happens. And it wasn't more than a week and a half, and she received an email back.
He said, maybe I can come to one of your basketball games or come speak to your school. And I was like, I didn't want you to come to my basketball games. I'd be too nervous to play. So I told him he could definitely come down to the school because that'd be so exciting.
The visit was officially set up only a couple of weeks ago. Ever since the students heard that the governor was coming, the discussions in Mr. Olmscheid's citizenship and government class have picked up.
So once they heard Dayton was coming, suddenly their interest peaked even more in class, and we really dug deep into some social issues. We took a long talk about the State of the Union address by the president, and so the kids there's been a piqued interest in the political life and social issues and just what's going on in our world.
Several questions to the governor were from students who have future political aspirations. Dayton told them to go to college and find their passion, because any career can eventually lead to politics.
Any career path can lead to higher office. You got Governor Ventura, professional wrestler. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger, former movie star, and the like. When I was in the U.S. Senate, there were 2 physicians and 1 veterinarian in the Senate. So people say, well, I know I want to run for office, and so how should I plot my every step from now on? And I think that's really going too far. If you want to do something for its own sake because you're interested in it, you believe in it, you're passionate about it, then that's the thing to do.
The governor told students that he had aspirations of studying medicine before eventually going into teaching before he began his life in public service. Mr. Olmscheid and the governor were both impressed by the quality and thoughtfulness of the questions brought by the students.
I was blown away. I don't know if I could have generated some of those questions. They were very intuitive. I could tell the kids had some previous knowledge. The governor himself came up after and said, those were wonderful questions. And he said, we'd love to come again.
Amira has dreams of being a journalist and credits her relationship with the governor for giving her the confidence to know that she can accomplish anything with hard work.
Just to be confident and just don't take any criticism from anybody. Just trust yourself and stuff. And if you have a good cause, always tell people about it, and don't worry, because you're here to help people, and that's what politics is about for him and stuff, and just helping people out.
Both Amira and Mr. Olmscheid hope that the students felt empowered after the short time they were able to spend with the governor.
I want the kids to realize that the governor is a human being, and as he said, he's got German Shepherds in the backyard, he has sons, and he's a normal human being. And if you want to do that someday, you can. And I think some of the kids said, wow, I haven't thought about my career that far ahead, or I haven't thought about that being a possibility even. So I'm hoping some of the kids' eyes were open and perhaps willing to try different things and maybe even have a better attitude in the classroom.
I hope they take away just how important it is to be a great citizen and stuff, and since our class is American citizenship, and I hope that they take away that you can do whatever you want in your life. No matter if you're rich, poor, you can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind to it. You don't even have to be in politics your whole life. You can be a teacher, a scientist, whatever. So I hope that they get away that they can put their mind to anything.
As Dayton talked about, you gotta have that grit to get yourself to where you want to be in life, and I'm glad he said that today.
For North Metro TV News, Ben Hale reporting.